Episode 1. Iron from Ice. Eisen von Eis. Forrester Lands, The King's Road. Wir sind also entkommen. Das ist schon mal ein gutes Zeichen. Aber alle, die wir kannten und liebten, sind leider tot. Ha, ein Schwein. Ist das von unserer Farm? Von unserer ehemaligen Farm. Okay, wir können uns aber nicht mal umdrehen. Wir können nur so hier hin und her schauen. Das Schweinchen. Dem können wir leider auch nichts machen. Was ist hier? Blut. Blut. Look at Blut.
Blood. Fresh.
Frisches Blut. Naja. Und ein totes Schwein. Ist das Blut vom Schwein? Hoffentlich. Und Rauch. Auch nicht gut. Was ist hier noch? Ein Wagen? Können wir mit dem was tun? Sieht nicht so aus. Cart. Look at Cart. Dem geht's auch nicht gut, dem Cart. Er schleicht sich an. So, jetzt ist das Spiel aber doch wieder relativ leise. Ich stell's mal wieder lauter. So. Lassen wir so. Aber das gehört scheinbar unserem Vater, das Kart. Das ist gar nicht gut. Das ist gar nicht gut.
Lord Bolton better give us fucking titles for this.
Oh oh.
It may be common, but at least still have his bacon.
Oha. Was seid ihr für Arschlöcher?
Move along, boy. There's nothing for you here.
Father.
I said move on. Unless you want to get fed to the fucking pigs. I recognize you. You're a Forrester squire. Former Stark bannermen have no claim on land anymore. Or haven't you heard? The Starks are dead. Where'd you get that sword? Not a chance that sword is his. Must have stolen it. Out here by himself. Probably a deserter.
None of your fucking business.
We're gonna feed you to the fucking pigs.
Das werden wir sehen.
That sword's too big for you, boy. You can barely pick it up.
Get off my land!
This is Bolton land now, boy. Lord Bolton is the new Warden of the North. I reckon he like a proper lordly sword like that.
No.
I'll have that sword, boy.
Fuck you.
Scheiße, wir können echt nicht mit dem Schwert umgehen.
Alright. Finish this fucking pig farmer. Pathetic.
Ah, mit einer Mistgabel können wir bestimmt umgehen.
You really are a pig farmer, aren't you?
Ja, goodbye. Was bist du eigentlich für ein Lappen? Triffst uns nicht mal. Und dann rennt er weg. Ich glaub's ja nicht. Oh, oh, was?
mercy. Please. I beg of you. I have a family. They'll never survive without me. I have no quarrel with you.
Das tut mir leid.
I was only for
Selber schuld.
No, please. Lord Whitehill will see you hang for this. That much I promise.
Wer ist denn Lord Whitehill? Der hat gar nichts zu sagen.
Father?
Garrett, you survived. Your sister. Oh, she hid. I tried to stop them.
Oh nein, er ist tot.
I'll kill the men who did this.
Und 2 hast du ja schon gekillt. Guter Start. Ironwrath, Stronghold to Hauses Forrester. Ah, da gehören wir hin. Das sieht auch ganz schick aus.
It's Garrett! Get the Castellan! Tell him his nephew survived!
Garrett!
I was too late. They were already dead.
Bring the Maester! Meet us in the Great Hall! Quickly!
2 Whitehill soldiers? And a Bolton. They killed my family. And for what? My sister, she was only 8 years old.
This never would have happened with the Starks in power. It's unimaginable. Unacceptable. You have my condolences.
Thank you, Maester.
The blade cut deep, but I should be able to save your leg.
Immerhin.
Your justice was swift. Some will call it vengeance. No doubt the Whitehills will claim it was murder. It was your family. I can't say I would have done any different than you.
It was justice. They got what they deserved.
They did indeed. We can't let the Whitehills just walk all over us. These maggots ought to help prevent infection. Hold the wound open for me, would you?
Oh Gott. Oh Gott. Ja, dann machen wir das mal. Oh, ja schön. Und dann richtig die Maden da rein. Oh Gottes Willen, ey. Oh.
These are dark days, I fear. To lose the lord of the house and the eldest son through such a despicable act of treachery and betrayal. Greater houses than ours have fallen in times such as this. The late Lord Forrester was a good man. And poor Roderick. A serious man, but he would have made a good lord.
Well, what do we do now?
The future of this house is in Lord Ethan's hands now. Although he is young, and altogether unprepared to lead. Right. This might hurt a bit. Hold this for me, will you? I understand from your uncle that Lord Forrester saved your life.
He did.
Rather odd, though, that he chose to save you, his squire, and not his son Roderick. Not that Roderick couldn't handle himself. He was as good with a sword as any man I've seen. It's unfortunate the Citadel doesn't train maesters in the art of warcraft.
Roderick had already fallen. There was nothing we could do.
Well, I'd imagine Lord Forrester would sacrifice himself to save anyone from his house, high or low. Lady Forrester will be here any moment now. I'd like you to walk for me first, to see if you can put any weight on that leg.
Das geht ja erstaunlich gut. Krass.
Go on. Don't stop now. It's better to let the blood circulate.
Okay, dann gehen wir mal zum Lord's Chair. Look at. Toll. Look at window.
The Ironwood Grove.
Spannend. Ist hier sonst noch irgendwas? Tapestry. Look at tapestry. Mira.
Mirror. Still in King's Landing, I suppose. Although, I wonder if they'll bring her home.
Talia and Ethan.
Talia and Ethan. I suppose Lord Ethan now.
Lord Forrester? Asher?
Asher. Exiled to Westeros,
Ah,
unfortunately.
okay. Nicht Lord Forrester. Lady Forrester.
Lady Forrester. She's always been kind to me. Treated me like I was a Forrester myself.
Ryan.
Ryan. Never easy being the fourth-born son.
Stimmt wohl. Lord Forrester.
Lord Forrester. It was an honor to squire for him. Gregor the Good.
Roderick.
Roderick. He was our best warrior by far.
Learn more about the Foresters on the menu codex page. Ist das hier? Ah, Codex. Okay. Ja, lesen wir uns das mal kurz durch. Oder Lord Forrester is Lord of Strong Northern House and the bannerman of House Stark. As a youth, he famously arm-wrestled Galba Glover for the privilege of becoming the man's squire. Glover later joked that he'd gladly lose to the match all over again. Gregor married Alyssa Branfield, a daughter of Southron Targaryen loyalists, before Robert Baratheon seized the Iron Throne. Gregor ascended to the lordship after his father died at the Trident and has led House Forrester during the 16 years since. 16 Jahre. Krass. Lady Alyssa Forrester. Alyssa Forrester was born to House Branfield, a minor Southron house that was destroyed when the Targaryen dynasty fell. She had been married to Gregor for many years when Robert's rebellion signaled her family's demise. Yet she nonetheless felt conflicted between her father's loyalties and her husband's. Verständlich. In time, Alyssa came to feel that Ironrath was her true home, and she embraced her role as the Forrester matriarch. She has silently sworn that she'll never see her family destroyed again. Mal, ob das geklappt hat. Roderick, Lord Forrester's eldest son, Roderick was trained from an early age to shoulder the burdens of leadership. In truth, he was built for the role strong, charismatic, and formidable on the battlefield. When Robb Stark called his banners to war, Lord Forrester asked Roderick to stay behind and protect Ironrath. But Roderick would have none of it. Instead, he rode off at his father's side and led the Forrester's cavalry with such valor that his name came to be feared amongst the ranks of Lannister soldiers. So ein guter Krieger, dass sogar die Lannister Soldiers Angst vor ihm hatten. Crazy. Dann haben wir Asher, der wurde ins Exil geschickt. Asher had always been a rebellious youth, brawling in taverns, sleeping with whores, and finding ways to raise his father's ire. But his life took a dark turn when at age 17 he fell in love with Gwyn Whitehill, the eldest daughter of his father's bitter rival. Oh, krass. Bloodshed ensued and Lord Forrester faced a grim choice: go to war or exile Asher across the narrow sea. He chose the latter. Asher remains in Essos to this day, living as a sellsword, trying not to think about the life he left behind. Ein Söldner ist er also. Na gut. Mira, eldest daughter. Lady Forrester, wanting her eldest daughter to learn the ways of his Southron court, arranged for Mira to serve as a handmaiden to Marguerite Tyrell. Ah, Marguerite. Cool. To Mira's great surprise, she enjoyed attending on Marguerite at Highgarden and followed her to King's Landing with enthusiasm. Das heißt, Marguerite ist aktuell auch schon an der Seite von Oh, wer müsste denn da gerade König sein? Während der Red Wedding? Ich glaube, es ist immer noch der älteste Sohn, ne? Mir fällt gerade sein Name nicht ein. Ah, wie konnte ich denn seinen Namen vergessen? Das gibt's doch gar nicht. Na, unser tyrannischer König da. Wir werden ihn bestimmt noch treffen. Life in the capital has not been easy for Mira, as her straightforward northern ways are often at odds with the subtleties of court life, but she also has more guile than she realizes. Ethan, third-born son. Whereas his elder brothers were natural warriors, Ethan always found himself drawn to pursuits of the mind, particularly music and books. Das ist also unser neuer Lord, Lord Ethan, krass. He also bore a great love for the towering trees of Ironrath, a love he still shares with his twin sister Talia. Ethan was just a boy when House Forrester joined the War of the Five Kings, but by war's end he had been thrust into a role he was unprepared for. On cool autumn evenings, Ethan can still be heard playing his lute in the Ironwood Grove. Talia. During her fourth pregnancy, Lady Forrester dreamed she would birth a daughter with a voice like the summer rain. But as fate would have it, she gave birth to a boy. The infant Ethan wailed for hours until Lady Forrester entered a second labor, this time birthing a girl. She named the girl Talia after her own mother. And from then on, Ethan hardly ever cried. Her dream came true, for there's no sound at Ironrath more lovely than the Talia singing as her brother plays the lute. Ach, wie süß. Dann haben wir noch Ryan, the last of the Forrester children. Ryan grew up idolizing his elder siblings and spent many an hour chasing Ethan and Talia through the grove. His youth has been pleasant and shielded from responsibility, but recently Ryan's innocence has begun to fade. When the war began, Ryan was too young to understand why Roderick and his father were leaving home. But the grim realities of a house at war has been impossible to avoid, and Ryan now asks questions from which his siblings have no easy answers. Dann ist da noch Garrett, das sind wir, der Squire. Garrett was raised on stories of heroism about the likes of Arthur Dane and Simeon Star-Eyes. Though the son of a pig farmer, he has always aspired to one day become a warrior himself. With the help of his uncle Duncan, who had risen from low-born origins to become Castellan of Ironrath, Garrett found work in Lord Forrester's stables, rising through the ranks of eventually be named as Squire. Garrett has served Lord Forrester throughout the long month in King's Rob's army and is ready to be a warrior in his own right. Duncan, Tuttle. Alter, wie viele kommen denn da noch? Okay, es wird eine längere Folge. Duncan Tuttle. As a boy, Duncan showed... Das ist doch der nächste, ne? Ja. Duncan showed such talent for managing his family's farm that everyone assumed he'd one day take over. But Duncan was fated to run more than fields and a pig pen. In time, he stuck up an unlikely friendship with Gregor Forrester, the heir to House Forrester. The two grew close, and when Gregor became a lord, he named Duncan his Castellan. Many eyebrows were raised, but Duncan proved himself worthy and has served the house well in the long years since. Sir Royland Degor, Ironrath Maester at Arms. Aha. Royland Degor joined Lord Forrester's army after his family was wiped out by Ironborn during Balon Greyjoy's rebellion. Aha. Balon Greyjoy's rebellion. Okay. Degor had a natural grasp of military tactics and strategy and came to play a crucial role in the Siege of Pike that ended the war. In the month that followed, King Robert awarded Royland's knighthood and Lord Forrester asked him to serve as Ironrath Maester of Arms. Sir Royland still holds the position and is known for his military expertise as well as his legendary temper. Aber es ist echt cool, wie sie es geschafft haben, dieses Spiel so richtig in die tatsächliche Game of Thrones Serie reinzubauen. Ne? Also es ist ja wirklich dann so Staffel 2, 3, 4 vielleicht, je nachdem wie weit es hier noch geht. Und das ist schon echt cool gemacht. So, Maester Ortengrin. Originated from a minor house in the Vale, Maester Ortengrin studied at the Citadel in the hope of being assigned to the Eyrie. But by the time he'd earned enough links to his chain to graduate from acolyte John Arryn and had been murdered in the south, was in turmoil. The Citadel ultimately assigned Maester Ortengrin to Ironrath, where he soon came to respect the Forrester family honor and integrity. He now serves the Forresters with pride and has become a trusted advisor to the Lord. Dann haben wir noch Malcolm Brainfield, Lady Forrester's brother, okay? As a young man, Malcolm was the black sheep of the Branfield family. He liked to roam the countryside in the style of a hedge knight, refusing his father's offers of marriage and lands. Malcolm fought bravely alongside his brothers when House Branfield fell. Yet he and his sister were the only two survivors. Malcolm now lives with Lady Alyssa's new family at Ironrath. Though he still tends to disappear for weeks at a stretch, Malcolm has fathered no children, thus he is the last of the Branfield line. Dann haben wir noch Ironrath, da wo wir jetzt leben. An imposing stronghold surrounded by towering ironwood trees. Ironrath marks the ancestral home of House Forrester. Built over 1500 years ago by Cedric Forrester and his triplet sons, Ironrath is a testament to the strength and endurance of Ironwood itself. More than one visitor has called Ironrath the most striking keep in the north. Even Ned Stark was said to be envious. Ironrath sits on the edge of the largest ironwood forest in Westeros, which has proven to be a strategic advantage for the house. Ned Stark wird hier jetzt leider nicht mehr leben in der Serie. Schade, schade.
You seem to be favoring it. Always sad to see a warrior lose a leg.
I'm fine, Maester Tingrin. Look, I'll show you.
Look at medical supplies. Look at bucket. Oh, da sind die Würmer drin. Oh nein.
Rather cute little creatures, aren't they?
Ja, cute, genau.
Yes.
Cute würde ich sie auch nennen. Klar, klar. Was haben wir hier? Bandages. Könnten vielleicht irgendwann mal helfen. Vielleicht brauchen wir die. Dann haben wir hier noch Healing Herbs. Okay, nehmen wir auch mal mit, oder? Heilkräuter.
This might help.
Das denke ich doch auch. So, talk to the Maester when you're finished exploring.
I may be mistaken. You do seem able to put weight on it.
Ja, scheint zu klappen.
Did your leg feel weak?
No. I just wanted to ask you.
Why do the Whitehills hate
Why
us?
do the Whitehills hate the Forresters?
I think it's safe to say the feeling is mutual. There's been enmity between the two houses for as long as anyone can remember. I don't doubt someone killed someone, which led to more killings of someones, and then, well, here we are.
So wie immer also.
The Whitehills want Forrester Ironwood.
They'd take it all if we'd let them, especially now with the Boltons in power, and proceed to clear-cut every last inch of it until there's nothing left, just as they've done before.
Who is the new lord of House Forrester?
Why, Ethan, of course.
Okay.
At the Citadel, I swore an oath to serve whichever noble house I was assigned. Advising the late Lord Forrester was an honor. Advising Ethan, his third-born son, is challenging. There's still so much he has to learn, yet the very fate and future of this house rests in his hands. Which is rather frightening when you think about it.
Schon so ein bisschen. What will become of me?
What will happen to me now?
Excellent question. Under normal circumstances, you could join Sir Royland and his men. Although given the circumstances of your circumstances, it becomes a bit tricky, doesn't it? I suppose it will be for Lord Ethan to decide.
Lord Forrester promoted me. At the Twins, I'm no longer a squire, if that matters.
It might, I suppose. But I'll defer to Lord Ethan on this.
Can I see Ethan?
Can I see Ethan? Is he here?
He is, but I'm afraid he's indisposed at the moment. He prefers not to be disturbed while practicing his lute.
Okay, can I
Can I
leave
go
now?
now?
I believe your leg will be fine. Only time will tell, but... Lady Forrester.
Welcome home, Garrett. We're all relieved to know you survived.
Danke.
Thank you, my lady.
Talia asked to see you.
Garrett, I heard what happened. Is it true? Your family... I'm so sorry.
Me too.
Off to bed now. Hurry on. Garrett was just telling me how valiantly Lord Forrester fought to the end, even when all was lost.
Das hat er wirklich.
I'm sure Lady Forrester would like to know. Whatever you can recall.
He loved his family, my lady. He was very proud of Roderick.
Yet he was unable to save him.
Oha, er
You
hat
were
alles
with
gegeben.
Roderick, no? I'm sure it was chaos and confusion. But if you can remember anything, I'm sure Lady Forrester would like to know.
He fought valiantly, my lady.
Of course he did. He was House Forrester's best.
This has been so incredibly difficult for us, especially the children. But I was told you were the last to see my husband alive.
Yes, my lady.
I know it may be difficult to remember, but if I may ask, was there anything he said?
Any last words before he passed?
I
If
was
you can remember. It would mean so much to the family.
He asked me to return this to House Forrester. He said this is where it belongs. With his family.
Thank you, Garrett.
Of course, my lady.
It demands a response.
It's too dangerous, especially now.
Now is the time to prove our strength.
I'll be sure it's given to Ethan.
Against aggression. Duncan, this was our land. They were our people. Your family.
I share your outrage, Sir Royland. I do. But now is not the time to provoke the Whitehills. Not with Ramsay Snow coming to see us bend the knee.
The hell with Ramsay Snow, the bastard.
Da stimme ich zu.
Garrett, you understand what this means. You killed a Bolton, and Ramsay Snow will want his retribution.
We're the ones that should be demanding retribution. This happened on Forrester land.
They killed my family.
And they'll pay for what they've done. That much I promise. But now is not the time for vengeance.
If not now, when?
We have to be smart. Ramsay Snow will be here within the week.
And what would you have us do? Nothing.
I would have us use our heads, while they're still attached to our shoulders.
Garrett has lost as much as anyone else within these walls. Maybe you can talk some sense into your uncle.
Garrett's suffered enough already. You ask too much of the boy.
He deserves to be heard.
They deserve to die. All of them. I say we fight.
Ha! Listen to your nephew. He speaks sense.
With what army? Our best men were killed at the Twins, along with our lord.
Then what's to be done?
Ultimately, it will be for Lord Ethan to decide.
He's just a boy who can barely hold a sword. He knows nothing of how to lead men.
He is the lord of this house, and he needs our help. It's bad enough the Boltons would have us bend the knee and swear fealty. But now, this. I'll accuse you of murder, and us of protecting you.
The boy was just defending himself.
I'm not faulting him for what he did.
Fuck the Boltons. One of their men killed my family.
Aye. You'll say it was justice. They'll say it was murder. It's just the excuse Ramsay Snow would need to put us to the torch and kill us all.
I'd like to see them try.
I'm afraid it's a risk we cannot take. Which is why you cannot stay.
Was?
Cannot stay. Duncan,
You can't send me away.
We have no choice, Garrett.
where would you have the boy go?
The one place that's safe, beyond the reach of the Boltons.
You're sending him to the wall. The boy's done nothing wrong.
Not in the eyes of the Boltons. I'm afraid it's the only solution.
Nee, das machen wir
Especially
nicht.
now,
Nee, nee,
when the
nee.
house is so vulnerable.
Uncle, my place is here. Who will defend the house? You said we need men who can fight.
There'd be nothing we could do to protect you. To stay would bring destruction upon us all. I know that's not what you want. I know it's difficult to understand. But you must think of the house.
Still not right.
No, it's not. But it's what's best.
That settles it then.
Wir gehen echt zur Wall. Ach Mann, ey.
You can have my horse, and I'll see you have plenty of food. But we haven't much time. The Whitehills will come looking for you.
Ja, ich verstehe, ich verstehe. Ach Mann. Das ist doch scheiße.
Were it up to me, I'd gladly drive a sword through Lord Whitehill's heart if given a chance. I would. And God's willing, someday I will. But for now, I have House Forrester to consider first. I know you want to stay, but Lord Forrester would be proud that you're putting the interests of the house ahead of your own. Many of Lord Forrester's best men have volunteered for the wall. His own great-uncle was a ranger with the Night's Watch.
I'll do what's best.
Which often isn't what's easiest, but necessary nonetheless.
I've been waiting for the right moment to tell you.
What? What is it?
Lord Forrester asked me to give you a message. He said, the North Grove can never be lost.
Sorry, you caught me by surprise. It's not often discussed, if ever.
He said tell only you.
For good reason. Most don't even know it exists. They think it's just a myth made up by wildlings and fools, and it's better kept that way. I assume you kept your word. You haven't told anyone else, have you?
Nein,
This
haben
is
wir nicht.
important, Garrett.
Of course not. I told no one.
Well done. Lord Forrester was right to put his trust in you. From this day forward, this will be our secret. But soon, I may need your help.
But
I can't say anything more just yet. Just know the North Grove may very well be vital to the future of this house. But don't breathe a word of it to anyone at the wall. Become a ranger if you can. It will help.
Okay. Wir geben unser Bestes. Wir werden wie Jon Snow.
Iron from ice.
Iron from Ice.
iron from ice.
Das ist der Hausspruch, wie
Remember,
es scheint.
you represent House Forrester. Your actions at the wall will reflect the honor and dignity of the house.
I'll make you proud.
You already have.
Oh, danke. Danke, danke. Und wir müssen jetzt zur Wall. Ach, es ist so unfair. Und da haben wir noch Maden in unserem Bein drin.
Garrett, wait!
Oh. Danke.
Be safe.
Oh, du bist ja so cute. Das ist nicht leicht. Iron to Ice.
Ethan? Ethan!
Ethan Forrester.
I couldn't find him. Could you?
He hides too well, and if he were smart, he would reveal himself.
I don't like this game anymore. Maybe something happened to him.
Ethan's fine. He's just forgotten this is a game.
I'm here. It's okay.
Oh, die sind echt
Don't
cute alle.
worry. It's just a game, Ryan.
Stupid game. I don't like it.
He was worried you were gone.
I thought we'd never find you again.
I'm right here. And I promise, I'm not going anywhere.
I wish Mira was here. And Asher. And Roderick.
I do too. But Mira's in King's Landing and...
Can't she come home? I don't want her to die too.
Ryan, she's perfectly safe, I promise you.
I don't want Garrett to die either. Maester Ortengrin said he got sent to the wall. I'll miss Garrett. He was nice.
Garrett is strong. He can take care of himself.
No one will tell me what Garrett did, but it must have been serious. I heard Duncan and Sir Royland talking. They said someone will come here looking for revenge.
Everyone's worried about you, but I'm not. I know you'll protect us.
Who said they're worried about me?
Well, Sir Royland for one. He says you can't fight very well.
What?
Oha.
And he calls you a milksop.
Sir Royland forgets himself.
He doesn't know me, or what I'm capable of.
What does milksop mean?
I don't know, but I know it's not good.
Ethan, you should let Sir Royland teach you how to wield a sword. Like a man.
Like a man.
He taught Roderick and Asher, and he even showed me how to fight. Properly, I mean.
A lord should know how to fight.
Do you remember when we were younger? When we all used to play here? You, me, Roderick, Asher. We'd all be out here for hours.
Yeah. Where was I?
You weren't born yet.
We had so much fun. But then, then everything changed. Roderick became so serious, the Lord in training, and he never smiled anymore. And Asher just got angry at everything. Promise me you won't be like that. Please, just be you. I like you the way you are. I know a lord has many responsibilities, but you don't need to be like them.
I don't want to get angry, but I may have to. Father did sometimes.
But you're nice. Everybody says that about you.
But since you're the new lord, you can do anything you want.
I suppose.
Everyone will have to do as you say. So I could have all the sweets I want.
If only it were that simple. It would be nice if someone did what I wanted for once. But Ethan will be a good lord. A proper lord.
As many as you'd like, yes.
Really?
Of course. Why not?
Lord Ethan, you're needed in the Great Hall at once. Quickly, on your feet.
What's the matter?
Lord Whitehill has arrived, unannounced. and
Oha, was will
certainly
der denn
unexpected.
hier?
He's come demanding justice.
Can't he meet with Duncan? He is the Castellan.
Stay with us. Please, Ethan.
He's demanding an audience with the Lord. We really must go.
It's your decision. You are the lord.
Fine. If that's what's required of me.
Very well then.
They showed up unannounced. Lord Whitehill is in a lather. I assume you explained to Lord Ethan why they're here?
Business with Garrett. I told him.
Lord Whitehill knows Garrett is a squire to this house. Or was, I suppose.
Was. It makes no difference. The Whitehills were clearly in the wrong, so don't give him any satisfaction. Out there, you were decisive and firm. Now do it again with these bastards.
Let's not do something rash. Things are bad enough as it is.
I can handle Lord Whitehill.
Well said, my lord.
Now is not the time to anger Lord Whitehill any more than he already is. He's got 5 times as many men, and the backing of House Bolton.
All the more reason to stand up for ourselves. Only cowards and dead men roll over.
Lord Ethan, is it? My condolences for your father and brother. The late Lord Forrester was no friend to me or my house. My only regret is I wasn't there to drive the dagger into his heart myself. I've been waiting for this day all my life. The Forresters finally get their due. Aye. Hold your tongue, you coward. And no bread and salt! What kind of fucking house receives a lord with no fucking bread and salt? You bloody amateur. No courtesies. I should have expected as much.
Calm yourself, old man.
You little fuck! That's how you talk to a lord? You Forresters have shit on us for generations. Well, now the Starks are no longer around to have your back, are they? We're the power in the north now.
Roose Bolton is the Warden of the North.
Aye. And we've been his bannermen for 5 fucking centuries, you cunt.
Lord Ethan, you're losing control of this.
We all serve House Bolton now.
I'm not finished. Maybe if you hadn't been so fucking greedy with the ironwood, things would have been different between us.
You squandered your share.
Our share was taken from us. We had no fucking choice but to harvest what was left.
What is it you want, Lord Whitehill?
Your man, the squire. We were minding our own business, keeping the king's peace, as his lordship here said, when your man attacked us for no reason.
Hear that? Attacked for no reason.
No reason? You murdered his family.
Then you admit it was your man who killed my men. And a pig farmer at that. How do you answer for your squire, Lord Ethan? He acted in your name. And you are the lord of this house.
We lost people too, Lord Whitehill. Your men murdered his entire family.
You lost pig farmers, not soldiers. The soldiers worth 100 of their type. Where's the fucking coward who killed my men? I know he's here. What have you done with him?
He was sent to the wall.
Who the fuck sent him to the wall? Answer me! Who's the one who did it?
You heard me. He was sent to the wall. It's done.
What? That was my justice to deliver, boy. And you denied me of it. I'm not leaving until I have my justice. Now bring me the coward who did it, or you'll answer to Roose Bolton. What kind of fucking house is this?
A house of honorable men.
Lady Forrester.
You bellow like a wounded boar, Lord Whitehill. Have you forgotten your manners?
I mean no disrespect to you, my lady, considering your losses and all. But this is not over.
It's over when my son says it is.
Thank you for coming, Lord Whitehill.
Ethan is Lord of Ironrath now. By rights, his word is law here. If that displeases you, then I trust you can find the door.
That lad may be lord of this house, but Lord Bolton will have the final say. I'll send him a raven letting him know a Forrester man killed one of his own, that the new Lord Forrester lied to my face and denied me my justice. Then we'll see whose word is law.
You're a craven, Lord Whitehill.
Ich glaube, wir haben das ganz gut gehandelt. Stark, Ethan. Richtig
I
gut.
was wrong about your son, my lady. He stood up to him like a true lord.
You were brave, my son. But you'll need to be braver still when Ramsay Snow arrives to see you bend the knee. Prepare a raven. We need to send word to Mira in King's Landing at once. Your sister can help us. Although just a handmaiden, she has Marjorie Tyrell's favor. And Lady Marjorie's betrothal to the king may be enough to keep the Boltons at bay. If it's presented to her as it should be.
Ach, jetzt spielen wir mit Mira. Okay. Dann gucken wir mal in die Ironwood Box. Total cool, dass wir hier mehrere Charaktere spielen. Das gefällt mir. Das ist cool. So ein bisschen wie in der Show, wo man ja auch ständig zwischen den Szenen geswitcht hat. Finde ich gut. Carved Ironwood Tree.
Ethan made this for me.
Highgarden Brooch.
It was very kind of Lady Marjorie to give this to me.
Das denke ich auch.
It once belonged to Lady Olenna.
Aber Olenna müsste doch eigentlich noch leben. Zum aktuellen Zeitpunkt, oder nicht? Olenna stirbt ja erst relativ spät in der Serie. Na gut. Yankish Coin.
Asher sent me this coin to remember him.
Ah, von Yunkai.
Strange place, Essos.
Cool, cool. Unfinished letter.
Father, much excitement here in King's Landing for the coming wedding. Lady Marjorie has proven to be quite popular throughout the city. I do wish you and Mother could come, although I know it would be impossible under the circumstances. I miss all of you, and I look forward to the day you can.
Der kam nicht mehr rechtzeitig an. Was haben wir hier? Dusty Old Tomb.
Wonders Made by Man by Lomas Longstrider. A gift from Roderick. I hope to see them all someday.
Bestimmt irgendwann. Das ist bestimmt möglich. Look at window.
King's Landing. I wonder if it's sunny at Ironrath today.
Letter from Mother.
It troubles me to even ask this of you, but you must appeal to Lady Marjorie to intervene on our behalf. She is our best hope, and can be a powerful ally, especially now when your family so desperately needs her help.
Marjorie wäre ein guter Ally, da stimme ich zu. Da stimme ich zu. So, wir müssen mal die Tür öffnen, glaube ich, oder? Da ist die Tür. Ja, Moment. Wir kommen ja schon.
One moment.
Oh, sorry, milady. I didn't mean to disturb you. I can come back later if you'd like.
No, it's fine. Come in.
Wer ist denn das?
Begging your pardon, milady, but you all right? If you don't mind my asking, you seem rather upset.
I'm fine. Niemandem
I'm
trauen.
fine, thank you.
Of course, milady.
Niemandem in King's Landing trauen. Das haben wir schon gelernt in der
Please
Serie.
hurry if you can. Lady Marjorie will be here any minute.
Of course, milady. You work for Lady Marjorie? I may be wrong, but it seems like you do.
I'm her handmaiden.
That's what I thought. I've seen you with her before. You seem like good friends. I saw Lady Marjorie just this morning, outside the Royal Sept, talking to Queen Cersei.
Cersei?
They appeared to be having some sort of disagreement. I couldn't hear much, but it was definitely an argument.
What did they say?
I couldn't make out much, but I know they were talking about the Starks and House Forrester.
House Forrester?
Und sie weiß noch gar nicht, dass ihre
I hope you're
Family
not in any
tot
kind of
ist.
trouble. But I thought you ought to know. Most people don't tend to notice a call boy. Not in King's Landing with so many lords and ladies about. You see and hear all sorts of things when people don't even know you're there.
Das glaube ich ihm.
Good night, milady.
Ich fürchte, sie weiß noch gar nicht, dass ihre Family tot ist. Oder ein Teil zumindest. Scheiße. Wobei... Oh, Marjorie, hi.
Lady Marjorie, you're early.
I was hoping there would be time for us to talk. Come, there's something we must discuss.
Okay, ich bin gespannt.
From the day you arrived in Highgarden, I've thought of you more as a friend than as my handmaiden. A dear friend, in fact.
Thank you, my lady.
And you know how I feel about what's happened to your family. I feel your pain as if it were my own. What you've suffered is beyond imagining. And your poor family as well.
I need your help, my lady.
Of course, and I will help you in any way I can. But there's another matter we must attend to first. You must understand there are limits to what I can say, especially here in King's Landing, now that I am to be queen. To have a handmaiden from the north whose family fought for Robb Stark. It raises questions at a time I can least afford. Cersei herself cornered me this morning outside the Royal Sept. She mentioned the northern girl in my service, and she painted you a traitor. She was very pleased with herself.
What does she intend to do?
She intends to make you miserable, knowing that will make me miserable as well. She demands an audience. She wants an apology of some sort, for what I don't know, but she's waiting for us now, and I promised I would bring you to her. I wouldn't ask this of you if it were not important. I cannot afford any conflict with Cersei with the wedding so near.
What do I say?
Find a way to appease her. Humor her. Tell her what she wants to hear.
Okay, Cersei ist
See if the
gefährlich.
Queen Regent is ready to receive us.
Cersei ist immer gefährlich.
You'll be fine. I know you will. You may feel one thing, but you must say another.
Good luck.
Oh, danke. Oh, das ist auch Tyrion. Wie cool. Hi, Tyrion.
You can do this.
Und da ist auch The Iron Throne. Cersei und Tyrion. Cersei guckt
Lady
wie immer
Marjorie.
böse.
Aren't you looking lovely this evening?
Lord Tyrion. Your Grace? With your permission, allow me to introduce Lady Mira of House Forrester.
Your Grace.
The Queen is
Well,
pleased.
those are courtesies. Impressive. You may rise.
House Forrester is a northern house loyal to the king.
Are they?
I beg your pardon, Your Grace.
I wasn't talking to you. I want to hear from the girl. Is your family loyal to the king?
Perhaps you should ask the new Lord Forrester.
He's not here, is he? She is.
Joffrey is the one true king, Your Grace.
And yet, for centuries the Forresters have been loyal bannermen to House Stark. A house of traitors.
Yes, Your Grace. They are traitors.
The Starks were your liege lord, yet you name them traitors so easily. I take it this is the kind of loyalty the king can expect from you. If you have any loyalty at all. Is your house willing to swear fealty to your new liege lord, Roose Bolton?
Roose Bolton also served the Starks, Your Grace.
And proved his loyalty to the crown by bringing their house to a swift and sudden end. Old allegiances are not easily abandoned. But now that the war is over, we must look to rebuild and forge new alliances. There are ships and shields to be built, and Joffrey will need a steady supply of ironwood for his armies. I'm told there are others who would happily serve that purpose, but I trust we can rely on House Forrester.
Forrester Ironwood does seem rather unique.
Yes, Your Grace.
It would be a shame to see it fall into the hands of another house. I imagine you'd do almost anything to prevent that from happening, wouldn't you? Ask any Lannister, and they'd do whatever was necessary to save Casterly Rock. It would be unfortunate to see another house lay claim to what's yours.
I won't dishonor myself, Your Grace.
I see.
What would you have the girl do, Cersei? It's not as if she fought beside the Starks, wielding a battle axe for the Northern Army.
It raises an interesting question, I suppose. Can we truly blame those who end up on the wrong side of the war? Our dear Marjorie here was betrothed to Renly Baratheon on the false assumption that he would one day rule the Seven Kingdoms. Can we fault her for her mistake? Should she be held accountable?
I'm sure she regrets it.
Perhaps. Perhaps not.
If there's a point to this, I hope you find it quickly.
Loyalty can be such a hard thing to define. This city alone is filled with all sorts of ambitious opportunists looking to reinvent themselves, pretending to be something they're not. Who knows what lurks within their hearts? You are a girl from the north here in service to Lady Marjorie. One can only assume her interests are yours. Yet loyalty to a king, that must be absolute, beyond question. And if your loyalties were to become conflicted between your king and the very person whom you serve, what would you do then?
I'm sure she would...
Let the girl answer the question. Go on.
My loyalties would never conflict, Your Grace.
That's a coward's answer. I will not have my time wasted by a northern girl who thinks she can play games. Who do you choose?
Oh je, das ist natürlich jetzt schwierig. I am sworn to my Lady Marjorie.
I must choose Marjorie, Your Grace.
Clearly your handmaiden does not have her priorities straight.
She is a threat to the crown, isn't she? The most dangerous handmaiden in all of King's Landing.
My sense is this girl will say almost anything to get what she wants. Which is not very encouraging. I'd like a word with you, if I may.
Of course, Your Grace.
I'll walk you out. This may come as a surprise, but I met your father once, at the tourney at Lannisport. Even then he didn't trust Roose Bolton. We only spoke briefly, but your father struck me as an honorable man. You have my condolences for his loss. These would be trying times for your family, even under the best of circumstances.
Thank you, Lord Tyrion. That's very kind of you to say.
You were brave to declare your loyalty to Lady Marjorie. No doubt she was pleased, but Cersei, she will not soon forget what you said. It was quite the first impression. I, of course, found it all highly entertaining. But it certainly wasn't what Cersei was expecting.
I did it for Lady Marjorie.
As you should. And of course she has your best interests at heart. My sister and I have our differences. She takes great pleasure in her little charades. I take mine in thwarting them. We must find our amusements where we can. She threatened to give your ironwood to another house. It is the Master of Coin who decides such matters. The Crown needs boats. Boats need wood, and I speak for the Crown in this regard. Not her.
I wouldn't want to anger Cersei.
And you'd be wise not to. But I suppose the Crown could be persuaded to secure ironwood from House Forrester. Lady Marjorie might not look favorably on such an alliance. And it would infuriate Cersei. Although what would be amusing for me might prove rather dangerous for you and your house. Are you willing to risk that? It may be far too dangerous. In fact, forget I even suggested such a thing.
I'm sorry, Lord Tyrion. But it's a risk I cannot afford.
I admire your discretion. Now, if you'll excuse me, I promised Sansa I would join her for dinner tonight. 3 beautiful bottles of Dornish wine await my arrival. The mere thought of them makes me thirsty already.
I hope we meet again.
Nothing would make Cersei happier. Until then, be careful. This is not the North. King's Landing can be a nest of vipers to the uninitiated.
Ich finde, die Charaktere passen so gut zu dem, wie sie in der Show sind. Die sind so gut nachgemacht. Cersei, Tyrion, ist literally perfect. Die würden genauso auch in der Serie sich verhalten. Ist richtig, richtig stark.
Mira, I was worried. How was it? Cersei has a way of looking at you as though you're nothing.
It didn't go very well.
I'm sorry. Cersei is known for being rather difficult. But at least it's over now. Lady Marjorie has spent the entire day working on seating arrangements for the wedding. Of course, you and I are seated way at the back, here with the 4th cousins and the 9th-born sons. Ah, Sir Jaime. I wouldn't mind tarnishing that white cloak of his.
Sarah?
What? It's true. And Oberyn Martell, the Red Viper. I'm told he has a paramour.
He is quite handsome.
And quite passionate, from what I've heard. Perhaps Lady Marjorie could make the right introductions. Who knows? We might meet our future husbands. Although, marrying a king, I can only imagine what that would be like. Would you marry Joffrey if it meant you'd become queen? He does have a certain look about him, and he's always treated Lady Marjorie well. Which is more than you can say for his mother.
I don't want to be queen, no matter who I'd have to marry.
Don't want to be queen? You northerners. You'd make a perfect scepter. Well, I would marry him. Imagine the power you would have as Queen of the 7 Kingdoms. I might even allow you to be my handmaiden. Let's see, who else should we marry off? Brienne of Tarth and Tyrion Lannister. What a perfect match! Sir Bronn and...
What are you doing? Well?
I'm sorry, my lady.
As am I. We shouldn't have been messing about.
This is not a game. It's a battle plan. Allies and enemies can be made with every move. Yet they say it is men who are powerful. The Queen was rather disappointed by your display, Mira.
I'm just glad it's over.
King's Landing can be exhausting sometimes. There's always someone to please or some perceived slight to smooth over. I fear it will only get worse when I am queen.
Once they know your true heart, the lords and ladies will have no choice but to love you.
Do you agree?
Auf jeden Fall.
Once you are queen, the lords and ladies will do their best to please you.
You learn very quickly. Your words to Cersei were brave, but I know you must fear what the Boltons might do to your family. I do appreciate your willingness to appease her, as difficult as it may have been.
Thank you, my lady. There's been something on my mind. Something important.
Ask for her help. Auf jeden Fall fragen wir sie nach Hilfe.
I did have a favor to ask of you in return.
Whatever you wish to say, you can say it in front of Sarah. There are no secrets between us.
It's about my family.
I trust her. Go on. Ask.
Forgive me, my lady. I wouldn't otherwise ask this of you, but my mother insisted. It's about my family.
Ramsay Snow. What would you have me do?
My mother fears our family will suffer if Ramsay is left to do as he likes. She thought, if a raven could be sent to the Boltons to let them know House Forrester has the protection of the crown. I know it's a lot to ask of you, and I wouldn't otherwise, but she insisted.
That is no small request, especially now.
I know, my lady, and I wouldn't ask this of you otherwise. But my mother has left me no choice. She insisted.
Joffrey knows only too well your family fought for the Starks. And now you would have me ask him to intervene? Is the situation that dire?
You can't, my lady.
Wow.
King Joffrey won't like it. Just think how he turned on Lady Sansa. It is that dire, my lady. I fear for my family's safety.
I don't know, Mira. If Cersei were to find out...
Don't let the Queen bully you. You have power over him, Lady Marjorie, as no one else does. Not even his mother. Ramsay Snow will arrive at Ironrath within the week. I would never ask this of you if it weren't so urgent.
Very well. I'll make your request, but I cannot promise anything.
Thank you, my lady. I will send a raven to my family at once.
Danke, Marjorie. Danke. Das war wichtig. Kings Road. Im Wolfshain. Wolfswood. Na, großartig.
7 hells.
Let's play a little game, shall we?
Oh, Ramsay.
Did you know my ancestors wore the skins of their enemies as a coat? Not my best work, unfortunately. I suppose I have fallen out of practice. But he didn't make it easy, what with all that bloody noise.
Like a drowning cat. I thought he'd never stop.
As my father likes to say, a naked man holds few secrets. But the flayed man holds none.
Pity he didn't know your father was the Warden of the North.
He does now. How much further is it to these Forresters?
A day, my lord. 2 at most.
What was that?
My lord?
Shh! Listen.
Oh nein, oh nein, oh nein.
There. Hear that? I know I heard something. Never mind.
Ein Glück.
We've wasted enough time already.
Das war knapp. Das ist ja so cool, Teil in diesem ganzen Konflikt zu sein, in dem besten Teil der Serie im Prinzip, in dem spannendsten Teil der Serie. Und wir sind jetzt mittendrin, das ist super geil. Ich bin bisher begeistert davon, wie die Serie das macht, dass wir wirklich so mitten in der Staffel reinstarten, wo es eigentlich super interessant wird und dann doch so eine tragende Rolle einnehmen. Also ich finde es richtig gut. Bisher finde ich das Spiel echt richtig gut, muss ich sagen. Ich habe das Gefühl, unsere Choices mattern nicht ganz so sehr, aber ansonsten von der Story, ich bin gehuckt. Ich hab Spaß. So, lebst du noch, Bro? Oh, offenbar nicht. Oh, der wird gehäutet.
Lord Ethan, as I was saying, you are young. And there are those within these walls who are uncertain of your leadership. But 300 generations of Forrester lords stand behind you. Lord Gerhard the Tall, who founded our house, and your grandfather, Lord Thorin the Bold, who seized back the river valley from the White Hills.
What did they call my father?
Lord Gregor the Good.
War gut. War auf jeden Fall
fair
gut.
And wise, and courageous in battle.
And what will they call me?
That is for you to define as the new lord. These were your father's people to lead and protect, and now they're yours. But your father did not bear this responsibility alone. He and every Forrester lord before him chose one man whom they trusted above all others, the Lord Sentinel. Forrester traditions demand that a new Lord Sentinel must be chosen.
Keep walking, you craven son of a whore. Move! Summon the Lord! We need his judgment.
Wer ist das?
I've done nothing wrong! I was only trying to survive!
Lord Ethan. Maester.
Who is this man?
This craven is a deserter and a thief.
This house is doomed! We all fucking know it!
Quiet, thief. Eric was supposed to be guarding our weapons, but instead we caught him stealing them.
Das ist nicht gut.
2 shields and 3 spears.
Why did you do it?
Because I've no wish to die. Yes, my lord. I fled. We should all flee. It's not stealing if you're taking what's yours by right.
He speaks truth.
I've a family to feed, and not 2 coins to rub together since Lord Gregor left us to rot here. Where's our pay? Our share of bread and wine grows smaller every day.
Leave the poor man alone!
Mercy, no!
Lord Ethan, I know these words are hard, but they're honest. This house is falling. We'll never survive the coming winter. Most of us won't even live to see it.
Calm yourself.
The time for calm passed with the late Lord Forrester. Now there's only chaos.
You'll address him as Lord. Lord Ethan, you must decide the punishment. Lord Gregor always took a thief's fingers. 3 of them.
Now may not be the time for harsh punishment. The men are on edge as it
Men
is.
need to know they cannot do whatever the fuck they please. Their lord will not permit it.
He's a thief!
You can send him to the war.
Leave the man alone. Show him mercy, my lord. He stole from us. Deserve to live. Make him pay for what he's
Oh je.
justice.
I will decide.
Send him to the wall.
Wie immer können wir nicht alle zufriedenstellen. Wie immer in der
You
Politik.
punish me. You'll be punishing an innocent man. It will be an injustice, my lord. Please, my lord. My family depends on me.
Oh, ich weiß es doch nicht. Man kann es halt nicht durchgehen lassen. Weil dann halt alle anfangen zu klauen, ne? Send him to the wall. Also Mercy können wir nicht machen. Aber wir brauchen eigentlich jeden Mann. Aber ihm 3 Finger abzunehmen bringt halt auch nichts. Also send him to the wall.
I sentence you to the wall, where you will join the Night's Watch.
No, please, my lord! My family, without me, they'll die!
Ja, wir hätten uns wahrscheinlich nur falsch entscheiden können.
That was certainly unpleasant, but a lord must mete out punishment when it's due. Not just yourself, of course.
Maester, what do you think?
Me?
Yes. Did I do what's right?
The wall seems like a fitting place for a thief. I only hope he doesn't find Garrett there and take his anger out on the poor squire. You heard what the thief said. I expect this sort of thing will happen again. But
Yeah.
a sentinel can help you in the face of disloyalty. You need someone you can trust by your side. Someone you can rely on, no matter the circumstance.
Who do you think I should choose?
There are two capable men for the role. They both want the job, but neither thinks very highly of the other.
How do I decide between them?
Talk to them. Solicit the opinion of people close to you. Here, the bracer of the Sentinel. The badge of office. Tonight is your first small council meeting. It would be wise to bestow this bracer upon your chosen Sentinel then, to show that you are decisive and in control of this house. Your Sentinel will wear this for all to see.
I'll make the right
I'll
choice.
make the right choice as Sentinel.
Come speak with me when you're ready to convene the small council, my lord.
So, wen nehmen wir? Schauen wir mal. Können wir nur die beiden nehmen oder haben wir noch mehr Auswahl? Wie zum Beispiel den Meister. Ah, guck mal, talk to. Wir können zumindest mit ihm reden. Gucken, was passiert.
Maester?
Yes, Lord Ethan. Are you prepared to name your Sentinel?
Not yet.
No, I'm not ready just yet.
Let me know when you are, my lord.
Okay, also mit ihm können wir scheinbar nicht mehr reden. Food, look at food. Wir haben nicht mehr viel Food.
Our provisions are rather low, my lord. I made the count again, just to be sure.
How bad is it? How long could we hold the house?
We couldn't withstand a siege, my lord. If the Boltons or the White Hills cut us off and wait us out, we'd only last a fortnight. But there are steps we can take. In the past, we've demanded food from the small folk to replenish our stores. We can do it again, if you'd like. We've done it before in desperate times. The last long winter, my family had to give all our pigs to the house.
If that's what's necessary to keep the house safe, then we must.
Aye, a hard choice, but it's what has to be done. I'll see to the arrangements.
Danke.
My lord.
Können wir mit dem auch reden sonst noch?
Duncan.
Yes, my lord.
I have much to consider and face a difficult decision.
Perhaps I can help. Your father often sought my counsel.
As Lord, I must name a sentinel.
Of course. And if I may ask, who do you favor for the role? Perhaps I can share my insight. And talking can sometimes help you make a decision.
Actually, I wanted to ask, why did you send Garrett away?
I did it for your own protection, my lord. Garrett had to go. By sending him away myself, I thought it would keep you blameless in the eyes of the Whitehills. I only hope to give you an advantage, and I regret any action you disapprove of.
I understand. And you're forgiven.
Thank you, my lord.
Thank you, Duncan. I appreciate your advice.
I'm at your service, my lord.
Okay, jetzt haben wir mit ihm gesprochen. Okay, mit ihr können wir nicht reden. Und mit Malcolm können wir reden, okay.
Ethan. Or should I say Lord Ethan?
Hello, Uncle Malcolm.
I saw what you did today. It's not an easy thing to do, showing mercy to a man who admits his guilt. But if you'll excuse me, my lord, I should finish packing before nightfall. I hope to be off tomorrow. At first light.
But where are you going?
Your mother asked me to cross the narrow sea to find your brother, Asher.
Asher?
She has asked me to return with him. to help the house.
She said nothing of this to me.
Because she fears you will not agree. I told her my place is here, that I'll be of no help to you in Essos. But she insisted. I will hold, of course, until you've spoken with her about this. Just try to be kind to her. She's been living a nightmare made real. But you know that just as well.
She's my mother. Of course I'll be gentle.
I know you will. You're good-hearted, my lord. That is your true strength.
But my mother's fears are not the only ones I face. My people are scared as well. I'm told I must choose a sentinel.
If I may be so bold, Sir Royland is the man for the job. He'd be a fine choice. And I'd trust him.
Why Sir Royland?
We are at war. You need a warrior by your side. Royland has the respect of his men and will bring strength and discipline to this house.
Das glaube ich nämlich
Duncan
auch.
would offer sage advice, but now is not the time to negotiate. Not with the likes of Ramsay Snow.
Thank you, Uncle.
Das glaube ich halt
Ethan,
auch.
I need to talk to you.
Jetzt sagt sie wahrscheinlich das Gegenteil.
Mother told me Mira has asked for Lady Marjorie's help.
Did she?
I knew we could rely on Mira. She always thinks of family above all else. Hopefully Lady Marjorie's influence will be enough. But right now I'm more concerned about you. I saw what you did to that man. You said you'd get angry sometimes. This would have been a good time to see it.
I can't afford any more mistakes. Everyone knows what happened with Lord Whitehill. Garrett being sent to the wall without my knowledge.
I know. And that wasn't your fault.
Well, I'm the Lord. It's my responsibility. The people want me to lead. They need me to, but...
What? Ethan, please. Tell me.
What do you suggest I do?
You must be strong, decisive. You are the lord of this house. Remember, you're just as capable as Asher or Roderick ever were. I know it.
Danke, das ist nett.
I only wish you did too.
You've always given me good advice. Thank you.
Also ein krasser Advice war es jetzt nicht. So, jetzt sprechen wir noch mit Sir Royland. Ich glaube ehrlicherweise schon, dass wir Sir Royland nehmen, weil ich der gleichen Meinung bin wie unser Onkel.
Sword up! Swing left! Parry! Wrong! I didn't know
Sir
dogs
Royland,
could hold swords.
A word?
Of course, my lord.
I have many decisions to make, and I wanted your advice. What's the state of our defences? Are these men ready for what's coming?
This lot, ready? No, but they will be. We post anyone who can hold a spear along the parapet, up where they won't get much scrutiny, and put our meanest, nastiest looking brutes front and centre. That'll show Ramsay we're a force in our own right. You've got to project power, especially when you're weakened.
Thank you, Sir Royland. I'll let you get back to training these men.
Thank you, my lord. And, I'll be sure to watch out for more deserters. After today, I suspect there'll be more to come.
Vermutlich leider schon. So, jetzt können wir noch in den Turm da gehen. Ah, noch ein weiter. Und danach müssen wir dann unseren Sentinel benennen.
Do it like you mean it.
Enter Tower. Ah, können wir jetzt von hier oben nochmal uns alles anschauen. Merken, hier erfahren wir nichts weiteres, wie auch da unten. Dann gehen wir mal zum Meister. Oh, Tangren hätte ich halt auch ganz gerne als Sentinel genommen, aber gut. Wir nehmen...
My lord, are you now ready to name your sentinel?
Ja, wir sind bereit. Yes, yes I am.
Yes, Maester. I'm ready.
Very well. I will convene the small council at once.
Ist eine sehr wichtige Entscheidung wohl. Ein sehr, sehr kleiner Small
You may
Council.
sit. I believe Lord Ethan has reached his decision.
Before I name my sentinel, I must tell you. Duncan, Royland, this house needs you both.
But you can only choose one, my lord.
Let him be on with it.
Many thought either of you would make a fine sentinel, but I have made my decision.
Ja, wir nehmen natürlich, wie gesagt, Sir Royland.
Sir Royland de Gore, you will be my sentinel.
Gods be praised. You've done well, Lord Ethan. You won't regret this.
A poor choice, my lord. Forgive me for saying so, but it's true.
Now, sentinel, what do you have to report of Ramsay Snow?
My scouts say he's a day's ride away. We've no time to waste. He'll arrive before any of our allies could be here.
Who knows what he's capable of? We need to prepare for the worst.
We can devise a plan to deal with him.
The Boltons need our people to harvest the ironwood. Even the bastard Ramsay must understand that.
He's not coming here to negotiate. We must answer with the sword.
That's bloody suicide. You gamble with the lives of everyone within these walls.
Quiet, Tuttle. You're not the Sentinel. I knew this would happen. He cannot be trusted.
This is the small council, is it not? Lord Ethan should hear from all of us.
Enough! Would my father have stood for this kind of bickering? Neither will I.
Gut, gute Antwort, gut gesagt.
The Bolton sigil is a flayed man. Force is the only thing they understand. Put every man who can hold a spear or crossbow on the wall, and make the bastard fill his boots with piss.
He would see it for the empty gesture that it is, and have us flayed. We must take a measured approach, my lord.
Gentlemen, please. Thank the gods Mira has asked Lady Marjorie for her help. It's not too late for the Crown to intervene on our behalf, but we must have a plan if Mira's efforts are not successful. I trust Mira's judgment. I don't doubt she did everything within her power to help us.
We all must agree on the plan. We cannot leave until we have a consensus.
Ugh.
Why not make an offering for peace, my lord?
Yeah, the wisdom of the Citadel.
We can give the Boltons ironwood in exchange for their protection.
You must be mad. It's pure folly to just give away the only currency we have to bargain with.
Enough!
Oh yeah. We will fight, we will bargain, we will lose diplomacy. Ja, ich sehe es leider genauso. Also die Boltons sind halt kein Volk, dem man vertrauen könnte, oder mit dem man gut verhandeln könnte. Dementsprechend fighten wir.
My sentinel is skilled in the ways of war. Our forces may not be at full strength, but our men are willing to take on this fight. I think Ramsay Snow will see that too.
They may be willing, but are they able, my lord?
My lord, casting aside diplomacy means giving up our best chance to come through this safely.
Ethan has made his opinion known, and you will respect his decision.
Forgive us, my lord. We are, of course, here to serve you, as we served your father.
Aye.
Well then, let's decide how we shall set the stage for Ramsay's arrival.
You meet him at the gate with as much force as we can muster. Make him wait. Let him gaze upon Ironrath. And when he enters, he'll know it's only because you allowed it.
We don't have enough soldiers to strike fear in a madman like Ramsay Snow. Invite him into this hall and meet him face to face, lord to lord.
Lord Ethan?
Ja. Wir werden ihn einladen, aber nur ihn.
I will meet him in the Great Hall.
It's careless. Can't you see Tuttle is steering you wrong?
I've faithfully served this house for far too long to sit here and listen to this. Forgive me, my lord, but you are far too young to be the lord of this house. You're likely to get us all killed.
Sit down at once.
Apologies, my son. But now that it is settled, we know what we must do. You will meet Ramsay Snow in the Great Hall, and we will not offer our ironwood.
No matter what, I will stand beside you, my lord, where your sentinel belongs.
Then perhaps we should adjourn. We have to prepare the house.
Oh, es ist so spannend. Es wird so spannend mit Ramsay. Wir dürfen keine falschen Entscheidungen treffen.
My lord, you have named your sentinel, but you still seem conflicted. And no matter what, you can't be indecisive. Not if you want to help this house. Forgive me.
There will always be those who question your leadership, which is why you need allies you can rely on. Family. Mira has done everything she can in King's Landing, but there are others who can help us. What about your brother, Asher?
Malcolm told me. You want to bring him back.
He's a skilled fighter. But what's more, he has the will to fight. A hunger for it. He always protected you and your sister. And we need all the help we can get.
Yes, I hear what you're saying.
Do you remember the miller's boy? How he tormented you? I wanted to intervene, but your father said Ethan must fight his own battles. But when Asher saw it, he didn't take a breath. He grabbed the miller's boy by the neck. That was his first instinct. Asher knocked out half the poor boy's teeth. Of course, your father was furious, but you were in danger and there was nothing else Asher needed to know. Asher does not hesitate. He acts, and we need that.
Ja, sehe ich auch so.
You have many fine qualities. But you do not have that anger inside you. It's something we could use.
I'm not like that, but I don't need to be, do I?
No, but you need someone who is standing beside you.
Von mir aus kann man zurückholen. Von mir aus kann man ihn gerne zurückholen. Wir brauchen jeden Mann.
I'm trying to do what's best for this family. What this family needs. Ethan, let me send Malcolm to Essos.
Yeah.
Fine. Malcolm will go to Essos and bring Asher back.
Thank you, Ethan. I'm glad you will let me do this. Know that you never stand alone. You are a Forrester. Mira stands with us, and she may be able to help us yet.
Hoffentlich. Ansonsten haben wir echt schlechte Karten. Da ist sie. Da ist Mira. Ein Schlüssel? Strange Key. Was haben wir hier? Tyrell Family Seal. Wahrscheinlich müssen wir einfach wieder alles einsammeln, damit wir es im Inventar haben, ne? Ah, Vielleicht auch nicht. Den nehmen wir mit.
Marjorie? Oh. Lady Marjorie is still with the king. I thought you'd want to know.
Thank you.
Mira, look. The other day when you asked Lady Marjorie for help, I only spoke out of fear for her. I want to help you if there's anything I can do. Your poor family. I can't imagine how you must feel.
Please don't repeat what you heard to anyone.
Of course. I never would. Lady Marjorie is always saying how important friends and allies are in King's Landing. Just know, I will be here for you if you ever...
Oh, was ist los, Marjorie?
My lady, I'll leave you to talk.
Is everything all right?
Are you all right, my lady?
The king was not inclined to offer help for your family. I'll need this mended.
Gods.
He said I was too easily swayed. And he reminded me that I am not yet his wife. I allayed his fear. For now. But it will be a long time before I can ask him for anything again. Nothing I said could cheer him. He wouldn't even speak to me when I left him.
I'm so sorry, my lady. I should never have asked you for the king's help. Understand, it was my mother's plan, not mine. I just hope you can find some way to forgive me.
This is simply not how things are done, Mira. Not in King's Landing.
I'm sorry, my lady.
Soon I will be queen, and maybe then I'll be in a better position to help you. But for now, we must both be cautious.
I must send a raven. I have to warn my family. If you'll excuse me, my lady.
Oh nein, was tun wir denn jetzt? Wir brauchten den Support.
Milady. Begging your pardon, milady. I hope I didn't frighten you.
How long have you been waiting there?
Not long. I was just passing by when I saw you emerge from Lady Marjorie's room. I hope you saw. I was right before. About Lady Marjorie and Queen Cersei. I just want you to know, I can help you if you'd like. And your family, if you're willing to trust me. I hear all sorts of things. Things that could be useful for you.
How can I trust you? There are spies everywhere in King's Landing.
Which is why you must trust me, milady. You need allies. Hopefully I've proven I can be useful to you.
I'm sorry.
Weiß ich ja nicht.
I really must go.
Please don't despair. I know people who'd be willing to help you.
Gott, vielleicht müssen wir das tun. Aktuell sind wir nämlich ein bisschen am Arsch. Ein bisschen sehr am Arsch, um ehrlich zu sein, wenn wir keine Allies kriegen.
Where the bloody hell is Duncan?
He should be here.
Ah, fuck him if he's angry. We'll do without him. And without King's Landing. I know you'd hoped Mira could help us, but I'm confident we've enough strength of our own. Your men are ready to act if needed.
The gods haven't favored us, have they?
My lord, remember our words. Iron from ice. From that which seems hopeless comes strength.
Ach, der Idiot ist jetzt wieder dabei. Wow. Was macht er denn hier?
Isn't this a lovely pile of timber? Not the place I'd want to be if there was a fire.
Stimmt.
Ironwood is near impervious to flame, my lord.
Is it?
May I introduce Lord Ramsay of House Bolton, son of Roose Bolton. Although a bastard, Lord Ramsay has the full authority of
Thank
the
you,
Warden
Lord.
of the...
That's enough.
Nice.
Who is this little boy? Is he lost?
Lord Ramsay, welcome to Ironrath.
Aren't you the little lord? Lord Whitehall told me you were young, but this... Look at you.
A token for the new Warden of the North.
Let me guess. Forrester Ironwood.
Carved by our most skilled craftsmen.
Ironwood. Doesn't look like much.
No one can match our skill.
Is that so? Not bad. Lord Whitehill, can your lot do this?
Given enough time, we could learn.
Given enough time, you could do a great many things. But not this, apparently. Look at that. More Forresters.
Lord Ramsay?
Come out where I can see
you. Der Arme.
Force him to focus on the business at hand.
What is it you want, Lord Ramsay?
What do I want? Everything. Nothing. We'll see. First, let's see you bend the knee to my father, Lord Bolton, Warden of the North. Words are wind. Anyone can say.
Das müssen wir tun. Ja.
My lord.
Ha! That wasn't so hard now, was it? Here's the thing. I don't care about your loyalty. The Crown, however, wants what you've got. Whatever you've been supplying the Starks for centuries. Ships, shields, chamber pots. I expect you'll do the same for us. My father has promised as much to the king. You wouldn't want to make him a liar, would you? That wouldn't reflect well on me.
You needn't worry. Your father will have what he needs.
That's a good little lord.
You can't trust her, Forrester. They murdered our men.
It was a Forrester squire who did it. One Whitehill soldier dead. One Bolton. Yet your man lived.
Lord Whitehill is a liar. That's not how it happened.
Lad? A liar? He's a Whitehill. Then you welcomed me into your hall like a proper lord, hoping I wouldn't linger outside long enough to notice your pathetic little army. That sort of insolence from one of our loyal bannermen will not do. So I've come up with a solution that will benefit everyone. The Whitehills will be taking control of your Ironwood from this day forward.
What?
What? The Ironwood? But...
The Whitehills are nothing more than up-jump thieves!
You can't do that!
Why not? You know something the Whitehills don't? We are talking about trees. You grow them, you cut them down.
The Whitehills had Ironwood, once, but now those hills are bare.
Hence the name, of course.
They know nothing of how to cultivate the forest.
Look at their sigil, my lord. A barren hill.
Do you want Ironwood for the next 5 years, or the next 50 generations?
The little lord does have a point. We'll try this. Lord Whitehill will take half of your Ironwood, and we'll see who fares better.
But my lord...
Half of something is better than the nothing you had before. To ensure there's no trouble, Lord Whitehill will install a garrison of 20 men within your walls.
At Ironrath? That we cannot abide. Ethan.
They'll help maintain the king's peace. And make sure there's no more trouble.
This will cause more trouble, not less.
Not for me. You have a man you trust?
My son, Griff.
Griff will lead the garrison.
The seven hells he will.
Lads, do make this visit worthwhile.
Please, Sir Royland, don't.
Look at this, little Forrester. You're not frightened, are you?
Lord Ramsay, please.
And you? Are you Lord Ethan's older sister?
I'm his twin, my lord.
Ah, twins. Well, like the Queen and her brother. Well, hopefully not just like the Queen and her brother.
Well, hopefully not.
I never had a sister. Always wanted one.
We have more to discuss, Lord Snow.
I have an idea. You'll come with me. You can be my highborn ward.
Lord Ramsay, that's enough.
Do you like hunting?
Let her go.
She's quite pretty, your sister. We'd get along well. I suppose you can stay. Aren't you the bold lord?
What?
What have you done?
But I don't want a bold
What?
Far too much trouble.
Ethan!
My lord!
Oh, no!
Even though you did bend the knee.
My son.
I think we've come to an understanding.
Ethan!
I certainly feel better about all this.
Ach du Scheiße.
The Forresters need to keep their end of the bargain.
Stop!
Take the boy as your ward.
No!
Kill him if they give you any trouble.
Brian!
Lovely meeting all of you. We'll have to do it again sometime.
Somebody help him!
Fetch the mason, quickly!
You brought this on yourself.
Mama!
Stop!
Don't let him take me!
You will not take
Stop
him!
now, please! Ryan, please! Let me go! Ryan! Do something!
Ethan? My son.
Ach du Scheiße. Das ist das erste Mal nach Staffel 5, wo ich wieder richtig Game of Thrones Feeling hatte. Damit habe ich ja überhaupt nicht gerechnet. Ei. Krass. Crazy, what the fuck?
Ethan sacrificed himself for us all. He saved Talia's life. He'll be remembered as Ethan the Brave.
This house needs a leader.
Lord Ethan named me Sentinel. I will lead this house.
My sister asked you to swear loyalty to her son, and you flat out refused.
We can't let them hurt Ryan too. We have to stop them.
We do not stand alone. There are those who will fight for us. Those who hold House Forrester above all other loyalties. Those who will not stop until Ethan is avenged. Until Ryan is home again, our house will not fall. We will be ready.
Nothing comes without a cost, my lady. Are you prepared for what might happen?